now. So if you want to put yourselves on mute in case we carry over some sound, we want to avoid that if we can. So this is us going over the algebra word problems. So this is GCSE questions, not the hardest ones, but some are quite difficult. In fact, one of the questions you've got I set for year 11 top set. Yeah, because we're doing parallel lines as well back in school. So year 11, the year 10's going into year 11. So yeah, they've got one of these questions. Here's question 1. I think we're going as far as 1 to 5, and the rest of it will be for tomorrow. So I've got to solve this. Watch how it's done. Watch how it's done. So I've got minus 11, take it over and plus it. So 5w equals 35. Now divide by 5 to get w on its own. Answer 7. Yeah, it's not like trying to put in a number for w and try and make it come to 24. Number 1, that's not maths, that's just guesswork. Number 2 is a straightforward two-step equation which you've been doing since year 7. Many of you still can't do part B. X jumpers at £15 each means 15x. Y shirts at £12 each means 12y. And means add because it wants the total cost of buying this number of jumpers of this many shirts. There it is. That should be worth 2 marks. Some of you don't know what y times y is. It's not 2y, it's y squared. So x plus x is 2x, y times y is y squared. And so it's 2x plus y squared. Question 2, a very tricky question. Many of you got this right. So let me read you through the story. 2 number machines, something times 7, take away 4, give me an output. The same something times 3, when I add 2, would give me another output. And this is the difficult thing. The output of A is 3 times as big as the output of B. So if I take the B output, 3x plus 2, and times it by 3, I should make the output from A, which is 7x minus 4. That's tricky to get your head around that, but you should set up an equation. So 3 of these B's will make one of these outputs from A, that's what it says. And now you've got a reasonably easy equation to solve. Multiply out, 9x plus 6 comes to 7x minus 4. Bring the 7x over and subtract, so 2x. Minus 4, take away another 6 to the other side, is minus 10. Then you just divide by 2. So the original input for both machines was minus 5. It's brilliant if you got that. That's going to be grade 4 GCSE easy. This is also quite easy if you can read the question. First, there are some baby giveaway marks for the coordinates for A and B, as you can see. Minus 3, minus 5 for A, and 2 minus 3 for B. Now, this requires a bit of reading. I've got to plot point C in such a way that the x value has got to be less than the x value of A. In other words, the x value of A is minus 3. To go less than minus 3 means going in this direction. It doesn't mean going in this direction, because clearly, if you go to the right, numbers are getting bigger and bigger. So minus 2 is actually bigger than minus 3. So anything up here or up here is completely wrong. What's the deal? So my x value must be less than the x value of A, in other words, to the left of it. And the y coordinate's got to be positive and it's got to be even. So how about here? Minus 4 and 2, we can minus 4 and 3, or minus 4 and 6, or minus 5 and 2, or minus 5 and 4, or minus 5 and 6, or minus 6 and 2, 4, 6. Is that all right? So these are the 4 that stay within the grid, but the others would be acceptable. Please note, to go less than minus 3 is to go minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So these are the acceptable ones. Right, some of you messed this up. Write down the midpoint corner. Well, that's easy. Between there and there is there, where my little hand is pointing, and that's the 0.35. That's the starter question. What is unbelievable to me is that there are 3 answers, yet one of you left it completely blank, like you couldn't see the third answer. I've got to make a right angled triangle, and the y coordinate's got to be 3. So here they are. Look at this. Watch where my little hand is going. That's a right angled triangle, and the right angle is found where A is. Here's another right angled triangle, and the right angle is found where B is. And this is the hardest one to spot. Here is a right angled triangle, believe it or not, and the right angle is where C is right here. Okay, so these are the 3 possible positions that will produce for us right angled triangles. So it's 1, 3, 3, 3, and 5, 3. They're here. I didn't draw them in, we'll get too messy with lines crossing over each other. Here's the big one. If you got this right, I was very impressed. So Harrison, you need to listen to this. So watch carefully. These 2 lines are completely parallel. You know that because there's little lines showing that they're running in the same direction, hence parallel. You should know that the angle 72 and the angle W plus 40 are corresponding angles and therefore are identical. Which means that W plus 40 is 72. Yeah, identical, corresponding angles. Which makes W 32. Which makes 2 W's 64. Got you. And if you've got a diagram, use it to your advantage. Put your 64 right there. Why is the 72 there? Answer, it's an alternate angle to the 72 that's been given to us. Or you can say it's vertically opposite to the 72 that's here, all right? Because W plus 40 is 72. But go with alternate angles. Once you know that there's an angle of 72 inside this triangle and an angle of 64 inside the same triangle, it's just a matter of subtracting 72 and 64 away from 180 to give us T. And that comes to 44. Got 5 marks for that. And yeah, there's 5 steps, but it's not a lot of work for 5 marks, I have to say. And this was found at the back of an exam paper originally, set on the foundation paper of one of the GCSE AQA papers. And so I know it's worth grade 5 for sure. All right, so there it is.